Mark, what are you trying to get out of this camp, or what are you, exactly, Lad, how much are you trying to accomplish, or what are you trying to accomplish? Or?
Well, I think it's a learning process as always, and it's always fun to be here and work out. I've been here for a couple of weeks now. Just to be on the ice with the skating coaches is always good, and like you said, just a learning process.
What did you take away from your ended up being a short stint, but just with the Wings late in the season?
Yeah, no, it was a great experience still, even if it was just one game. Like, get to see how an NHL team travels and all the things around it, then also getting to see how the speed is in the NHL and how it is to play in small ice.
Have you been mostly here dealing with injury, or like?
I had to go back to Sweden and Austria as well. I was in Austria for a bit, went to Sweden, graduated from school, and then I was back here last couple of weeks.
Did it happen during the game, or was there something lingering, or what?
It happened during the game, yeah.
What was graduation like? That pretty cool.
Yeah, it was really fun to graduate from high school in Sweden. It was this year for the 2004 born kids, and yeah, it was really fun.
How do you feel you've developed since the last time we talked to you at development camp?
Yeah, I think during the season I developed a lot, like just playing in a men's league in Sweden, and also going through some tough times with the injury and stuff like that. I think just trying to come back strong out of that, working hard in the off season, and then being ready for next season.
How are you feeling now, like with the injury?
Feeling good now.
Yeah.
Injury is getting better. Always I'm skating, so it's feeling better and better. So it's all good.
Is there any particular area of focus that you're going to be just looking to improve on in the summer here and heading into next season?
I think it's always trying to get stronger. Then there's stuff like improving your shot, like being more of a score threat, and but it's more details. I think like everything can be improved, and I'm just trying to focus on that.
Marco, I know you were able to make a couple friendships when you were here in Detroit last season. How have those friendships developed over the summer, and how are the relationships you're developing here at development camp?
Yeah, it's really fun to meet a couple of guys that are working out here now from the team. It's fun to catch up with them. Even the guys that I met last year at development camp, it's really fun to meet them again and hang out with them at the hotel, go for dinner at night, and yeah, it's great.
Did you go to school in person, or you're just doing it remote?
No, I was going to school in person.
So it was in person?
Yeah.
What was that juggling like throughout the season?
They helped me a lot in school in Sweden. Obviously, it's hard to try to juggle with school and hockey and all of that, but I managed to do it, and with the help of the teachers and the principal, so it was good that I got it done.
So
Did you have
what was your day like? Would it be go to school, go to practice, go back to school, or what would like a typical day
No,
look like?
like a typical day would be go to practice first. Usually start at around 9, then we work out, go for lunch, and after that I would go to school for a bit, do some work in school, and go home, relax, or do some more schoolwork, and then do it all over again next day.
Did you have some schoolwork to catch up on from being over here for a while, or
Yeah,
before you could graduate, or?
Yeah, I had to do a couple of things before I could graduate, but got it done in those months I was in Sweden, and yeah.
Do you have aspirations, and I truly mean this, eventually maybe going to a university or something? I know you're concentrated on hockey now, but how important is education to you?
Yeah, no, obviously, like you said, I'm trying to become a hockey player, but it was important for me and my family to finish school, to graduate. I think it's good for younger players also to focus on some other things sometimes, instead of only focusing on hockey, so you can kind of like take your mind off hockey and just go to school, meet other people, meet other kids, and have fun outside of hockey as well.
When you look at the situation the Red Wings are in, and certainly, obviously, the fan base has very high expectations for you, do you think that you have really a legitimate shot to make the Red Wings out of camp this year?
I mean, I'm trying to focus on day-to-day, focus on myself, not trying to have pressure from outside, like just pressure comes from inside for me, I think, and trying to work as hard as I can, like recovering from my injury and getting stronger, and so I'm ready for camp.
In your one game last year against Toronto, I remember you got into a bit of a scrum there. Is that a part of the game that you like, not backing down, just getting involved physically and getting in people's faces?
Yeah, for sure. I'm trying not to back down at all. I'm trying to be where the goals are scored, that's in front of the net. There's going to be scrums and stuff like that. I'm just trying to be in there, not back out of anything, and stand up for myself and for my teammates.
So do you speak 3 languages fluently?
Yeah, I speak 3 languages. Yeah.
German?
German, Swedish, and English.
How long have you been able to, how long have you been able to speak all 3 fluently? Is that something you learned in school growing up, or what?
Yeah, I learned English in school growing up. I was a lot I was sometimes in the USA and Canada as well, and learned English through that. And Swedish I learned the past 3 years when I've been up there and going to school every day. I think I learned pretty quickly. So yeah, since a couple of years I speak Swedish as well.
So you kind of you'll be one of the few people who can go into the Wings locker room and have conversations across all barriers.
Yeah, that's really cool. I think so. You can speak German to some guys, Swedish to other guys, and then English to the rest of the guys. That's pretty cool.
Mark, just to follow up on Ansar's question, you had pretty high, unusually high penalty minutes last year. Was that just the way the season unfolded, or is that the way, because you play so hard, we're going to see you once you get to the NHL?
I think that's a little bit with how penalties are called in Sweden as well. If there's a scrum, you could possibly get a 5 plus 20 minute major. So happened twice, I think. So yeah.
Did you deserve a 5 major?
That's up to the referee. So it's I don't know honestly.
What's your plan for the rest of the summer? Are you going to be here? Are you going back to Austria? Or?
I'll be here for the development camp. After that, I'll go home for a bit. I'm excited to see my family and friends and work out there, and then be ready to come back a couple of weeks before camp and work out here.
So is there anything you can't do right now with the knee?
No, I'm skating right now, working out in the gym. I'm rehabbing as well still a little bit, but I think it's healed pretty good so far, and just trying to get it better and better.
Marco, your dad was a professional hockey player. What sort of ideas and questions do you bounce off of him?
Yeah, we talk a lot. Obviously, I have to thank him for a lot of things in life and also in hockey. Call him after every game, so it's a lot what we talk about after hockey games.